to Crypto Solution Community. Crypto Solution is a crypto platform and crypto space based on global. Interested people gather here and discuss about blockchain. Crypto Solution Team Aiden. The CEO of Crypto Solution, Jason Roy Co. Founder Michael Marketing Manager, Crypto Solution host today. Ask Me Anything. Session with AetheriumX today. Crypto Solution AMA host, Caitlin, and today, our honorable guest, Paula Brukaite, CEO of AetheriumX. Disclaimer. Crypto Solution, various crypto projects present their products or services, explaining how they aim to solve specific issues in the blockchain or crypto space. Binance Live AMA sessions often include educational segments that help users understand technical details about the blockchain, specific projects, or the crypto market overall. We recommends that you perform your own independent research and due diligence on the projects or topics covered. Information presented may be subject to change, but we can't obligated to update any data shared during this session. Giveaway box, $100 USTD about AetheriumX. AetheriumX is an innovative Web3 financial entertainment ecosystem that merges DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, and real-world asset integration into a single unified platform. Developed by Morgan Web 3 Labs Ltd., AetheriumX aims to transform traditional digital finance by making it more engaging, interactive, and reward-driven. At its core, the platform uses a dual token system, AXT as the utility token and VEXA as the governance token, allowing users to participate in staking, yield generation, ecosystem decisions, and gamified financial experiences. Through its real yield engine, prediction markets, and on-chain mini-games, AetheriumX creates a dynamic environment where users can earn rewards, collect value-enhancing NFTs, and contribute to a growing decentralized community. Thanks for joining today. AMA with us. Please stay with us. Welcome to Crypto Solution Community. Crypto Solution is a crypto platform and crypto space based on global. Interested people gather here and discuss about blockchain. Crypto Solution Team Aiden. The CEO of Crypto Solution, Jason Roy Co. Founder Michael Marketing Manager, Crypto Solution host today. Ask Me Anything. Session with AetheriumX today. Crypto Solution AMA host, Caitlin, and today, our honorable guest, Paula Brukaite, CEO of AetheriumX. Disclaimer. Crypto Solution, various crypto projects present their products or services, explaining how they aim to solve specific issues in the blockchain or crypto space. Binance Live AMA sessions often include educational segments that help users understand technical details about the blockchain, specific projects, or the crypto market overall. We recommends that you perform your own independent research and due diligence on the projects or topics covered.
30 to 40
Information
minutes, yes.
presented may be subject to change, but we can't obligated to update any data shared during this session. Giveaway box, $100 USTD about AetheriumX. AetheriumX is an innovative Web3 financial entertainment ecosystem that merges DeFi, GameFi, NFTs, and real-world asset integration into a single unified platform. Developed by Morgan Web 3 Labs Ltd., AetheriumX aims to transform traditional digital finance by making it more engaging, interactive, and reward-driven. At its core, the platform uses a dual token system,
All right, everyone's good to go.
AXT as the utility token and VEXA as the governance token, allowing users to participate in staking, yield generation, ecosystem decisions, and gamified financial experiences. Through its real yield engine, prediction markets, and on-chain mini-games,
we have the leadership of AetheriumX and emerging projects that blend decentralized finance, gaming, and prediction markets into a single. My name is Parsa, and I'll be moderating our 30 minutes session. I'm pleased to introduce our two speakers, Paula Brukaite, the CEO of AetheriumX, and John-Claude Chamandi, the CMO. Welcome, Paula and John-Claude. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you here. Welcome. I'm Paula. I am the CEO of AetheriumX.
Hello, everyone. I'm really glad to be here, and thank you for having us.
Great. So to kick things off, could each of you give a brief introduction to AetheriumX and your roles? What is AetheriumX in a nutshell for those new to basically this one?
Yes, absolutely. So AetheriumX is our flagship decentralized application developed under Morgan Web3 Labs in London. And in simple terms, AetheriumX is building a unified Web3 ecosystem that blends DeFi, GameFi, and prediction markets. So in one seamless economy, everything is in one seamless economy. So our idea was rather than treating decentralized finance, blockchain games, and prediction markets as a separate verticals, we integrate them so they work together. So my role as a CIO is to drive the vision in long-term strategy, ensuring that all these pieces come together into one sustainable business.
And as a CMO, I focus on our go-to-market and community. Athram X is where DeFi meets play, meaning we turn DeFi yield farming into a more interactive, a game-like experience. Our platform lets users earn, play, and predict all in one place. For example, you can stake your cryptocurrency through our DeFi engine, use those rewards in casual mini games, or participate in a prediction market for real world events, all within the Athram X ecosystem. Uh, so we are very excited to share how this works and why we believe it's long-term project even in a challenging market environment as now.
Great, thank you from both of you. Now let's get into the our current crypto market and our long-term approaches. So let's start with this broader context. The crypto market has been quite challenging lately. We've seen a prolonged bear market, lower trading volumes, and investor fatigue. Many projects are struggling to basically sustain themselves. How has the market environment impacted Ethereum X, and actually what is your message to investors about building in these conditions? So CEO can go first.
Yeah, so it's true, the market has been tough. So, for example, crypto funding has tightened significantly. In fact, venture funding dropped about nearly 60% in Q2 in 2025, if I'm correct. So, which means far less capital is changing new projects, right? So, we also seen many startups pivoting frantically to chase the latest hype cycle every 12, 18 months. So our view at AetheriumX is different. We are committed to long-term building despite the market downturn. So we believe that actually real innovation in Web3 requires a 3-4 year horizon of steady development and user growth, not just a quick flips that we saw, but we see in Web3 actually quite a lot. So rather than relying on continuous fundraising and speculative token pumps, we designed AetheriumX to generate value within its own ecosystem. So our platform has built-in revenue streams. For example, platform fees from games and predictions flow back into the economy through token buybacks, burn staking rewards. So this creates a circular, self-sustaining economy where user activity actually drives value and not just external market hype as usual in other projects.
So basically, you're saying Ethereum X isn't just dependent on just raising new funds or volatile token price to survive.
Yeah, exactly. We intentionally avoid the pump and dump trap. Many projects raise big ICOs, if you remember those times, or token sales and then struggle when the market soared. In contrast, we kept our initial raise modest and more focused on real yield and user engagement. So AetheriumX generates yield by putting treasury assets to work in low-risk DeFi routes and real-world asset yields. And those return funds goes to our reward pool. At the same time, users playing our games or trading in prediction markets pay small fees, and those fees go back into rewarding active users, stabilizing the ecosystem. This model means we are not reliant on secondary market speculation for AetheriumX tokens. Our priority is participation over price. So as long as users find the platform fun and finds it useful, value will accrue organically. In fact, even in slow market conditions, people still want to play, right? Predict and earn modest on-chain rewards. So our product is designed to remain engaging across all market cycles. So as our CMO Jean-Claude sometimes says, in this world, the game never really stops. Yeah. So we keep users coming back through utility, not just token price movements.
And yes, thank you, Paula. And if I can add to that, for investors, the key message here is that AetheriumX is here for the long haul. So we are building through the bear market with a disciplined approach. Our team's mentality is that the market cycles will come and go, but a strong product with real users will endure. We have structured token releases and incentives with long-term alignment. For example, our governance token, VEXA, has long lockup and vesting mechanisms to encourage a multi-year outlook. This aligns us with investors who are looking for sustainable growth rather than a quick exit. And importantly, we continue to ship product features and grow our community even when the overall sentiment is down. That traction is tough environment is a positive signal. It shows that AetheriumX can weather the storm. The bottom line here is that we are long-term builders, and we invite investors who share that perspective with us.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you for the explanation. That was great. So, it's actually reassuring to hear focus on fundamentals and user values as well. Many investors have indeed become cautious of projects that depend on constant hype. Ethereum X approach of creating its own microeconomy is intriguing as well. And as you said, participation is the driver, not speculation. So before we move on, could you give an example of basically how this strategy manifests in user metrics or behavior?
Yes, certainly. So one example is our seasonal engagement model. So instead of one-time airdrops or expensive incentives to attract users, we run seasonal in-app events, quests, and competitions. So these provide fresh content every few weeks and encourage users to stick around because the experience is enjoyable and evolving. So not because they are paid to stay. As a result, we've seen consistent retention of users even when token prices dipped. So our users log in to play new mini games or participate in prediction tournaments out of interest, which is healthier dynamic, we believe. Meanwhile, on the side, the fees from all this activity create a treasury that we use to buy back tokens and reward the most active participant, as I mentioned before. So this creates a flywheel effect. Users engage, platform and fees, and those fees reward users. So in general, users just engage more. So it's early, but the indicators show that this model is actually working as intended. Thank you.
Lovely. So
Yeah.
now we actually talked about the current crypto market and long-term approaches. So now let's dive into the unified DeFi, GameFi, and prediction ecosystem, as everyone wants to know all of this as well. And let's dive into the core of EtheriumX product. Now you mentioned, unifies DeFi, GameFi, and prediction markets. These are all, hot areas in crypto, but they're usually separate projects, So, how does Ethereum combine them, and why do you believe that it's actually better to have them integrated?
Yeah, that's a very great question. So we think sorry guys, we think of AetheriumX as a single economy with multiply facets. The idea arose because we saw a gap. DeFi platforms are great at generating yield and financial products, but let's be honest, they can be dry and passive. And GameFi projects are very fun and engaging, but many had very unsustainable economics. I think we all witnessed that in the last BR or bull market, and they relied on external token rewards. Prediction markets offer powerful tools for trading on event outcomes, but historically they struggle to find a user base beyond niche traders. So by integrating these, we aim to take the best of each to mitigate the weaknesses. For example, here's how it works on our platform. So users start with our DeFi layer. They can stake major assets like USDT or Solana or others into our AetheriumX yield engine. This is similar to a DeFi protocol where you earn yield, except we have packaged it in a user-friendly wallet interface. So staking yields is our primary utility token, AXT. They get that as rewards. Now, instead of just sitting on those rewards, users are encouraged to reinvest and play. They can restake AXT to mint VAXA, our governance token, which gives them voting rights and boosts their yield or other perks. So at the same time, they can use AXT within our GameFi portal, a section of the app with a variety of mini games and challenges. You can guys check it. We have some leaks on our socials. So these games are short and season based, designed for just a casual play. So we have things like guess the number, lucky wheel, battle royale, dice games, and more. Playing these games can yield extra AXT rewards for NFTs and some games. And some games also have mechanics where a portion of those house winnings go back into our ecosystem fund. So finally, we have AXT Predict, our on-chain prediction market model. This allows users to buy and trade shares on the outcomes of real-world events. For example, predicting crypto prices, sport results, or like other happenings. The prediction markets use AXT as well, and they are governance backed, meaning our VAXA token holders have a role in how to say adjudicating outcomes or disputes if needed. So in summary, one user could stake funds to earn AXT, DeFi, use that AXT to play a game, GameFi, and win more, then take a position in a prediction market, which is like our predictions, all without leaving the platform. So each action feeds into the next, reinforcing one another rather than competing for user attention. So I think I explained clearly. I hope you guys understand.
Yes, you actually covered my question completely. So now that's a comprehensive loop. It sounds like you're recreating an interactive yield economy, as you called it. And now, could you break down the key components of this unified ecosystem? It might help, investors to understand the moving parts. So I think John-Claude can go first.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely at a high level, Ethereum X has three interconnected pillars that make up our unified economy. First, a DeFi yield engine. This is the foundation. Users stake assets and earn AXT rewards. It's powered by a mix of liquidity provision, staking strategies, and even real-world assets yields in the back end. Think of it as an engine generating value yields, which fuel the rest of the platform. Crucially, those yields are real, coming from interests and fees, etc. And we publicly track and adjust those emission rates to stay sustainable. Second, we have our GameFi portal. This is the fun user-facing layer. It includes a lobby of casual mini games. Some are single player, some are competitive multiplayer. These games serve two purposes. First, entertainment, and second, utility. They give users regular not just checking a yield and a dashboard. And they act as burn mechanism or distribution mechanism for the token. For example, when you play a hash-based game in Atom X, part of your bet might be burned, reducing the token supply, while part goes to the community price pool and part to the treasury for buybacks. It's all designed to keep the economy balanced. The games are short, snackable by design. So you can play a few rounds in a minute. We are not trying to build a sprawling RPG game. We focus on quick, fair, and rewarding experience that tie into that DeFi layer. Third, we have a prediction market branded as AXT Predict. This is our decentralized prediction exchange. It is integrated right into the wallet, so users can seamlessly move from playing a game to prediction to predicting an event outcome. The novelty here is that our prediction markets are always on and use a combination of AI oracles and community governance solving the outcomes. Users can create markets if they hold enough XT tokens to stake, of course. They can also trade shares, yes or no positions, while events are live, and even challenge outcomes if they suspect errors with our governance token holders VEXA. Um, uh, the arbitrating and also arbitrating disputes, of course. This ensures fairness and trust in the prediction results. We see this as a form of engagement for those who are analytical or competitive minded. The prediction arena is like another game, one that's more social and skill based, not just you bet on luck. By having all these three pillars, use the same token and user account, we avoid fragmenting our user base. The DeFi infrastructure powers the games and prediction. The rewards and payouts in games come from the yield engine, and the liquidity needed for the prediction market to pay out the winners is clustered by our treasury that DeFi yields create. Uh, um, Conversely, games and prediction markets give more utility and demand for the tokens. That's the DeFi layer is platform where a user can do multiple things and keep value circulating internally rather than having to jump between separate DeFi casinos or prediction sites.
Thank you, John-Claude. You covered it all. And now, it's actually an ambitious design, essentially combining what I see, three businesses into one. So, what advantages do you foresee from this integration from both actually the user and the project side? Okay.
Guys, can you hear me? Because I'm not sure if it's my internet or you both are a little bit breaking up.
No. I think the breakup is on John-Claude's side because I think
Jean-Claude, your internet is.
John-Claude,
uh,
if I'm asking a question from Paula, so can you turn off your mic, and same to you as well, Paula.
Okay, so can you please repeat the last question in short? I think I missed it.
Like I said, it's an ambitious design, essentially combining what might be three businesses into one. So, what advantages do you foresee from this integration for the user and for the project's, sustainability?
Yeah, okay. So for users, convenience is a big advantage, a one-stop shop experience. They don't have to move assets across different apps and blockchains to do various activities. AetheriumX offers a unified wallet where everything is integrated. And moreover, the users gets a consistent identity and reputation across the platform. So someone who is a great player in the games and also successful in predictions could earn platform badges or higher ranks in the community, which is something we are working on for the future, kind of like a cross-domain reputation system. That's only possible because all the data and activity are under one umbrella. So for the project sustainability, the advantage is that is what we discussed earlier. It's diverse revenue streams and balanced economy. In one area, if one area is slow, another area might pick up. For example, during periods of low volatility in crypto prices, prediction markets might quiet down, but maybe more people play games for entertainment. So we still have engagement. Or if the crypto markets heat up and people want to bet on events, that could drive more usage of a AXT product, while maybe DeFi yields are lower. And that trading volume generates fees for us. It creates a natural hedge against market conditions. Another advantage, I believe, is user retention. Our thesis is that by having multiple engagement avenues, we give users more reasons to stay with us, even if they initially come for the high yield. They might stay for the games, or they might come for a fun game and then get curious about staking. So this cross pollination reduces the chance that a user leaves because there is always something else to try on our platform. So it goes back to making DeFi finally feel like a living product, not just a spreadsheet where you only log in and check something once a week. You just keep coming back, and maybe you can experience other things if you want.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So to that,
I think we
the
cannot.
GameFi and prediction experience.
Jean-Claude, are you here?
John-Claude, we can hear you, and at the same time, we can't hear you.
We can hear you, we can see you. Are you playing games? Coucou.
John-Claude, you can, exit and then come back again,
Yeah, let's do
or
that.
just change your network connection.
I think we lost him, honestly. I mean, we can go back to the subject later on when he comes back, and we can move forward, I guess.
Hold on, just let me get this confirmation. Just 1 minute.
Mhm.
Paula, could you continue, if you don't mind, continue his part of the speech and answer on the question?
Yes, of course.
So from part of actually, I think you said, it feels like a living product, not just a spreadsheet you check once a week. So I think we were on that subject.
Yeah, okay, I can continue. So, adding to the things I said, um, so our core focus is expanding the GameFi and prediction experiences, as those are the key to driving user adoption. So we launched our MVP with staking and a handful of mini games in late Q3 2025. So over the next Jean-Claude, um,
I'm
so I will just continue. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
Jean-Claude,
yes, yes,
I believe I know what you want to say, so I'll just continue this question myself and we can continue later. So, over the next couple of quarters, investors can expect us to roll out the full game portal with many more mini games and social features, and to officially launch AXT Predict for users globally. We are very hyped about this. So these user-facing features are what will bring in more users and volume. Meanwhile, our DeFi yield engine, which is already live, will quietly continue to operate and scale in the background. We see DeFi as the backbone. It provides the economic fuel, but the front end focuses on engaging games and an accessible prediction market, because that's how we'll grow our community, and community is very important. So essentially, earn, play, predict are the three actions we promote. And I believe in 2024, our marketing and dev roadmap is centered on making the play and predict parts as rich as um, and compelling as possible, thanks to our marketing team and our CMO, Jean-Claude.
Understood. So it's actually a comprehensive plan for clarity and Ethereum makes like to basically one big blockchain, or actually, how do you handle the underlying effect for all these features?
Yeah. So, yes. So we are launching initially on Ethereum layer 2 solutions for cost and speed reasons. So things like staking and games are on a high throughput chain or side chain to keep it cheap for users. Our architecture is multi-chain, ready and non-custodial by design, meaning users always control their funds via smart contracts and keys. In future phases, for 2026 and beyond, we plan to expand to support assets and users to multiply chains and even integrate fiat on ramps in certain regions. The prediction market in games all run via smart contracts. It results and outcomes are settled on chain for transparency, which is very important. We also use Chainlink. Or similar oracles to ensure randomness in game is fair. So it's technology wise. We leverage the blockchain for what it's good at: security, transparency, and automation. But we abstract a lot of complexity away in the UX, so that even a non crypto savvy person could download our app and start playing without needing to manually interact with contracts. As an investor, you'll appreciate that we partner with reputable infrastructure projects. We are building with the industry's best in DeFi and Web3. You might have seen logos like Uniswap, Lido, Polygon, Chainlink on our site. So they are our partners, meaning we integrate battle-tested protocols rather than reinventing every wheel. This reduces risk and development time.
Excellent. So that actually gives a good sense of the integrated approach and the near-term roadmap of focusing on games and also predictions as well. So now I'd like to address a topic that often comes up with the projects offering chance or actually betting elements. So let's go to this topic, which is the fair gaming and regulatory compliances. So some of the Ethereum mini games found, frankly, gambling, paradise. All of these involve wagering, while can be popular. They also can raise concerns around fairness, user protection, and are also regulation. So, how is Ethereum X ensuring that these games are fair and transparent for users? And actually, what steps are you taking on the regulatory compliance front, given the gambling-like nature of your partner here platform? John-Claude.
Yes, that's a very important question. We want to address it heads on. So AetheriumX is not positioning itself as an online casino. Yes, some of our mini games have a betting aspect and feel similar to casino games, but our philosophy and execution are different in a few key ways. First and foremost, it's fairness and transparency. All our games are built on the principle of provable fairness. In traditional online casinos, you have to trust the house, and the games aren't rigged. In our casino, because we are on the blockchain, every game has an outcome determined by a cryptographic random seed that's visible or can be verified by the player. We use hash-based random number generator with a combination of client and server seeds for each round. To put it simply, we provide a receipt for each game round. Users can independently verify that the outcome was generated fairly and wasn't tampered with. This is what the industry calls provably fair gaming. It ensures that every game round is independently verifiable, randomness is guaranteed by cryptographic hashes, and all the relevant data is transparent to the player. Provably fair system uses cryptographic hashes and player server seeds so that players can verify each game outcome themselves. Unlike opaque traditional RNG systems, this guarantees fairness and builds trust. We also put limits and safeguards in place. Our games are meant for casual entertainment and ecosystem engagement, not for people to gamble their life savings. For instance, we cap bet sizes in early versions and we encourage responsible plays. Some games even have skill component or decision making that can influence outcomes, making them less about pure luck. And as I mentioned before, a portion of every bet in the games goes back to the community or token burns. So the design isn't about the house profiting of losses. It's about creating a balanced economy. We are very transparent about odds, payouts distribution, and the fact
I think we're losing John-Claude again.
I think it's Friday blocking the internet.
All right, I think he actually covered my question, to be honest. So let's move on to the next question until John-Claude. Also, John-Claude, you can exit and then come back again. I think you actually covered my question, so we'll move on to the next question. Now, it's actually good to hear that emphasize on probably fair gaming. So you're leveraging blockchain to ensure fairness in a way traditional gambling platforms, and now on the compliances side, gambling is heavily regulated in many jurisdictions. So now, how are you navigating that as well? And also, do users face restrictions, or are you pursuing licenses or anything like that? So Paula, you can go.
Yeah, so as we said, we are not like casinos and etc., but we take that in mind. So compliance is a top priority for us, especially as we plan to scale globally. So our approach has few things. So first, licensing and legal framework. We are pursuing the appropriate licenses where necessary. So AetheriumX is UK registered entity and also registered in crypto-friendly jurisdictions like United Emirates and US. We are working with legal advisors to acquire crypto gaming licenses in relevant territories. For example, there are well-known licensing regimes in places like Malta, Gibraltar, where many crypto gaming platforms used to operate legally. Obtaining a proper license ensures we comply with anti-money laundering laws, QIC requirements, and player protection standards. And it signals to regulators and users that we are running a legitimate, accountable business. It also opens up access for us to operate in markets that would otherwise be off limits. So we've seen that without a license, crypto gambling sites risk being shut down or blacklisted by authorities. So second is geofencing and partnerships. We use geolocation checks in the app to enforce restrictions. So if a user is in a jurisdiction where our games or prediction market might not be permitted, we either warn or restrict those features for that user. Additionally, in some regions, we might partner with licensed local operators. For instance, in the future, we have a large user base in a certain country that requires a local gaming license. So we might operate via locally licensed partner in that country. That is our strategy. So the goal is full compliance with regional regional laws. I'm saying law, but sorry, guys. While providing as seamless an experience as possible for users. This is also reflected in our documentation. We clearly state that users must abide by their local laws. So third is like responsible. We are for responsible gaming and user protection. We are building with a community first ethics and a DAO governance element, which we think adds a layer of oversight that traditional casinos don't have. If the community sees something harmful, they can propose changes. We also incorporate responsible gaming features, for example, cooldown periods, optional self-exclusion, and resources about gambling addiction if users need them. Since everything is on-chain and transparent, it's actually easier in some ways to monitor for unhealthy patterns and intervene compared to an opaque system. So our aim is entertainment, not exploitation. We want users to have fun in a fair way, and any form of abusive gambling behavior is something we will actively seek to definitely prevent. So, moreover, from a high-level view for investors, being compliant is not just about avoiding legal trouble, right? It's also a strategic advantage. It builds trust with users, opens doors to partnerships with established companies like exchanges, payment providers, and etc. And it positions us to operate in the long term. So we've seen jurisdictions gradually warming up to license crypto gambling. For example, regulators in places like Isle of Man, Malta, and etc. now have frameworks for crypto casinos. We intend to tick all those boxes. So in regions with very strict laws, we will either not operate or do so in a heavily compliant manner. It's a bit of a minefield to navigate, honestly, but our team includes compliance advisors who guide us through that. So we'd rather take it slow and get it right than rush and risk a shutdown. So, yes, investors can rest assured that regulatory compliance and proper licensing are core parts of our roadmap.
Well said. So now it sounds like you're taking the compliances aspect seriously, which is encouraging,
Yes.
to be honest. So the fact that you are already registered in multiple jurisdictions and also working on licensing demonstrates foresights, and you're absolutely right, because having a license can be crucial for growth and credibility, ensuring you meet international standards and can access basically banking and payment services that unlicensed platforms cannot. So to sum up on this point, EtheriumX games are probably fair and transparent to users, and the team is proactively ensuring they operate within the legal boundaries, focusing on transparency and user protection rather than just casino-like profit motives. So since we said that as well, we have to do all of this in a closing and key takeaways as well. So we are nearing the end of our time. So I'd like to wrap up with a quick recap and final thoughts. So we've covered a lot of ground from the crypto market, climate to EtheriumX, integrated product on and how you are handling fairness and regulations. So before we close, let me summarize a few key takeaways for our audience as well. Resilience is in a tough market. We actually, despite the challenging crypto market, Ethereum makes its focus on long-term building. The team is avoiding short-term hype cycles in favor of sustainable growth with a platform designed to generate its own value through real yield and user activity instead of constant fundraising. Then we go on to a unified ecosystem approach, which Ethereum X combines DeFi, GameFi, and prediction markets into one unified economy. So these aren't just separate projects, but it's actually interlocking parts of single platform where DeFi yields fuel games and predictions, and also games predictions create them demand for the DeFi layer. So also driving a self-reinforcing cycle. This actually integration aims to basically increase user engagement and diversify revenue, making the ecosystem more robust. And then we go on to our user engagement and short-term roadmap. So basically, the project short-term focus is actually on expanding its GameFi portal and launching the AXT, if I'm saying that right, predict market to actually attract and retain users. Expect new mini games, community events, and also a global rollout of the prediction model in the coming quarters. So this is actually all about making the platform fun and sticky. If as I mean is that turning DeFi into play actually. So all of this is to grow the community while the underlying DeFi engine steadily generates yield. And then we actually go on to our fair play and trust. So basically, Ethereum is not a traditional gamble first platform. All games are use actually provably fair mechanisms, meaning outcomes are verifiably random and transparent to users. So the project emphasizes transparency, fairness, and casual entertainment over high stakes gambling. So basically, users can trust that the odds and results are not manipulated thanks to cryptographic verification. Next, we go on to regulatory compliances as a priority. So basically, the team is proactively pursuing regulatory compliances and licensing in needed jurisdictions to ensure long-term operability. So by obtaining crypto gaming licenses and implementing strong KYC plus AML and also responsible gaming practices, Ethereum X is aligned with legal standards and aiming to be a legitimate, trusted player in this space. So this compliances first approach will help avoid legal pitfalls and build confidence among users and also partners as well. So we actually said it all. So Paulo and Jean-Claude, do you have any final remarks or actually a vision you'd like to leave with us?
Yeah, so thank you for a great sum up. Thank you. So I would just like to say that our vision is to create a platform where finance becomes engaging and play creates value. So we truly believe we are building something that can bring more people into DeFi by making it fun, interactive, and rewarding. So in 5 years, we see AetheriumX as a single global entertainment finance ecosystem, a place where someone anywhere in the world can onboard, earn yield on their savings, enjoy some games, and participate in prediction markets about events they care about, all in one integrated experience. So we want to bridge the gap between what's traditionally seen as serious finance and casual gaming, because we think the future of Web3 is at that intersection. And importantly, we'll continue to build with a long-term mindset. So please keep that in mind. We prioritize sustainable growth, community governance, and real utility. So thank you to everyone listening. We invite investors and partners to join us on this journey. We are always open to further discussions, and we welcome you to try out the platform and give us our feedback. Thank you so much. Jean-Claude, maybe you would like to add something as well?
Yes, I will add my thanks as well. As a community first project, AetheriumX thrives on engagement. So we encourage everyone interested to follow us on our official channels, join our community chats, and watch for our upcoming releases. We love to engage with investors and users alike. Your input helps shape our roadmap. Our team is available if you have any further questions after this call. We are very passionate about what we are building, and we hope that came across today. The main takeaway that I want to leave is that Ethereum X is here to stay in good markets or bad, because we are focusing on fundamentals, fairness, fun, and sustainable finance. We think that formula will win out in the long run. And thank you all for your time and interest.
Well said. This has been a very insightful session on behalf of our audience and organizers. Thank you, Paula, and thank you,
Thank
Jean-Claude, for
you.
sharing and detailed updates about Ethereum X. It's refreshing to hear about long-term building and holistic approach in the crypto space. So for the investors who want to learn more, I encourage you to check out Ethereum X white paper and also demo, and feel free to reach out to their team to follow up with that. Actually, we will conclude today's interview. Thank you everyone for joining, and we look forward to seeing how Ethereum X progresses on its mission to unify DeFi, GameFi, and prediction markets in the month and years ahead as well. Thank you,
Thank
Paula,
you
and
so
thank you.
much. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Sorry, guys, for internet breakup. Thank you. Bye bye.